Hey everyone, and welcome to the Tippity Podcast, the show where we discuss our top favorite picks for various random topics. I, of course, am your host, Tyler, and I am joined by the boys. I'm here with Chipper.
Hey, I'm the Poo-Poo King.
Okay, wow. We're here with Kyle.
How's it going? I am not the Poo-Poo King.
That's good, because Chipper's already cleared the title. We're also here with a new boy. It's Nico.
Yeah, poop.
We're off to a great start. Best start we've had so far, I think.
Comedy at a 10 right now. I don't think it can go up from here. I think we've peaked.
Yeah, I think we peaked.
It's
Just
poop.
shut the episode down. This was it. It's not going to get better than this.
Do you know what my daddy did? He pooped!
So, what the fuck is happening? Where am I? Today we're talking about starter Pokemon. We're talking about our favorite starter Pokemon. I'm excited. It's the first Pokemon-themed podcast, one of many.
Finally.
I'm sure we will have a million of these
I'm so excited.
in the future. Only rules today. No major stipulations. Just has to be a starter Pokemon. If you can start with it at the beginning of a Pokemon game, it's fair game to be on this list. Full evolutionary lines included. And we're just going to hop right into it. So if y'all don't know how the Tippity Top podcast works, basically, all we're going to do, we each have prepared our individual top 5 starter Pokemon. We're going to start with our number 5. We're going to work our way up to our number 1. Just go around the hypothetical room and just fucking talk about it. So, Nico, you're new here. You want to go first?
Sure.
All right. Hit us with your number 5.
So
Alright.
excited.
Yeah. Alright. My number 5 is Chespin from X and Y.
Yes!
I love this
I'm a
boy.
bitch for Chespin.
Yeah, he's my sexy little boy. I'm reading from notes, and the first thing I literally have is my boy.
It's accurate.
Yeah. He's just, I think he's absolutely, like, design-wise, I think he's the most adorable of all the 3 of them.
Yes.
His mid-evolution was kind of weird. I don't even remember. Like,
No, you shut the fuck up. His mid-evolution was the best form of
he
the
was
3.
a beach ball. He was.
Quilladin is amazing and adorable and
I don't even
lovable,
remember
and I
his
love
name.
him. He gives me a full chub. The
Oh.
other forms only give me half chubs.
Okay, yeah, I like that. But Chestnut. Oh, I first saw him. I was like, I don't know, and then he evolved, and I was like, oh yeah, and he.
Oh
He was
This is very sensual.
Yeah, no, like so from what I remember, I know Kyle's done a lot of like actual research on stats. According
Yeah,
to
stats.
Oh, what a fucking nerd.
he actually looked at stats,
Yeah.
but I'm just going from memory here, because I'm not a bitch.
Damn, okay.
the nerd. My
This is the
Chespin.
first time on the podcast. He's just coming in, fucking shutting people down.
Damn.
It's mostly just
making
gonna,
no friends.
it's just gonna be Kyle, honestly.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm prepared.
I'm just here to mess up Kyle. But yeah, from what I remember using him, like he wasn't he wasn't slow. He when he hit fucking hard, and he could take the hits. I've never been a fan of glass cannons, and I put on what all of my least favorites were on this list too, and all of them pretty much wind up as the glass cannon types, where they move fast and they hit real hard, but they can't take a shot, and I hate that. And Chestnut and Chespin just kind of seemed like a really, really good like middle of the road.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially with that, like, spike shield move, so you can just, like, protect yourself, and then they poke their assholes when they touch you. It's nice.
Yeah, I'd love to poke some more assholes.
Oh, God. Nico, I will have you know that, not that I'm prepared with stats or anything, but Chestnut is his speed is only a base of 64, his weakest stat of all. He is the slowest of all of those starters from that gen. So yeah, I mean, just saying.
Throwing you
stats
also
at me?
picked Chespin when you played X and Y.
That was my follow-up, because I also used him, and I also love him. I love him. I'm just,
He's a piece of shit, but I
I'm
love
gonna be
him.
right, I guess. No, I honestly at first I did not like Chestnut as much as I did like after I beat the game, because like I guess when I played through that game, he was not like my strongest on my team at any point really, and that might just be just a happenstance as I went through other Pokemon got stronger before him. But once like I got to the end of the game where like everyone was about the same level, he ended up like smacking shit. And that whole what's the name of them? The spiky shield move?
Yeah, it's called Spike Shield.
Yeah. You know.
It's pretty sick. I think he's a good boy. He's a pretty good boy.
He's not a good boy. He's a great boy.
Ooh.
He is the boy. He's the boy.
Chestnut was only slightly disappointing to me because when I saw Quilladin, I was like so fucking into it, which I know is not normal. And trust me, we're gonna get into this more later on in this podcast because you fucking know he's on my list. But like I was slightly disappointed because when he evolved, I wanted just a thicker version of Quilladin, and then he just turned into he's like I was like, this actually looks cool. Fuck this. Like I'm fine with it, but like I wanted just a bigger, goofier Quilladin boy.
You wanted Hamtaro.
Yes.
You just wanted Hamtaro.
Yeah.
I just wanted Hamtaro covered in pots and pans. That's what I wanted him to be. Final form. I didn't get that. I was kind of disappointed, but you know, Chestnut's still cool.
Yeah.
I do think that his evolution line is pretty like continually flowing design wise.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
It's
makes
pretty
total
dope.
sense.
Yeah, because like the end of him, he's even like got like the fuzziness of like both the first two, as well as looking like a fucking tank.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. Like my
I can dig it.
And I definitely think, and I know this is not the popular opinion. Obviously, most people picked Greninja, but like I think personally that he had the best evolutionary line of all the starters in that generation.
He's close. I'm the Greninja boy.
I don't know. Just I never got into him. And well, I mean, we all know that Delphox is shit, though. I mean,
yeah.
we should just admit that.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a fox waifu pulling a stick out of my ass and like hitting people with it. It's just not my kink. I'm not into
I
it.
took notes on every single generation, and for Gen 6, under worst, I had Fennekin, and all I wrote a ton for every other generation, and for Fennekin, I just wrote, ew.
That's accurate.
It's like
Yeah.
it was a unique concept, but it was executed poorly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think the mage thing could have turned out really cool, and then it was like, oh, neat.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly it.
Yeah.
So Delphox is my number 5. No, I'm just...
Damn.
Kyle, what's your number 5 next?
Well, my number 5 may be superior to some of the other ones. That's not a hint as to what the Pokemon is, because there is a starter named Superior.
Yeah.
It is,
There
in
is?
fact, Infernape.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hey, what the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck?
Yeah. What?
Infernape, as you all know, he is a sweet Gen 4 boy, right? He's a Gen 4 boy. Wait.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
You're right.
Yes, he's
Oh,
a
but-
Gen 4 boy.
We're in Gen 8 now. No, numbers don't mean anything to me anymore.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
iPhone
Unless they're
11, Gen 8,
Yeah, no, everything's numbers except for Xbox.
Gen
Xbox
8
Series
sounds
X.
like Forrest Gump when he's like Gen 8.
God dang it!
Showed up.
Gen 8.
I don't know why that's where my mind went, but there's that little nugget for you.
Anyways,
I mean,
So- I guess I'm gonna hit this topic right now, right on the head. Firefighting is a common final evolution type.
Yep.
And
Yes.
Yeah,
and a lot of people think it's overused. I might be one of them, and that's fine. But I think when you look at all the fire types, and you ask me, Kyle, which fire type has the most character? I'm going to tell you Infernape.
Does Mickey Mouse ask you that question frequently? Oh, hey there, Kyle. What's your favorite fire starter?
It's not Charizard.
Fucking right, it's not
Yeah,
Charizard's
fuck
a little
Charizard.
overrated bitch. Fuck him.
But no, I think that Infernape's pretty sick. For me, he's more of like an emotional one for me because my cousin traded me his Infernape when I first started playing Pokemon because he was just like, you need someone that can kick ass and you don't have a fire type on your team right now. So he traded me his Infernape named Chim Chim, and I loved him with all of my heart. That's pretty much
Nice.
all there is to this pick over
Hashtag
Blaziken.
deep.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I love it.
Yeah.
I will say, Infernape is definitely hands down the best looking fire starter.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
Personally,
he's
we're gonna get into.
cool.
We might get into this later on the list. We're really talking about a lot of stuff that's on my list later on. But Infernape is my favorite design for a starter, personally.
Oh, like ever.
I really
Yeah,
love
ever.
his
Because,
design
like,
in general.
I always loved monkeys growing up, and then like he's a monkey with fucking flame shooting out of his head in like a fucking like Son Goku aesthetic. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I'm so fucking into it. He's so rad. He's so cool. Such a good design.
There was something always super appealing about the like swirls that were on his shoulders for whatever reason.
Yeah.
That was just like, ugh, ooh.
Yeah. Because it's based on Son Goku.
Yeah. I love him.
Yeah, I love it. It's or Sun Wukong or whatever, I guess. is
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's such a fucking rad design. I think all the starters in that gen just had really fucking rad designs. Just a solid set of starters.
Oh, speaking of the Sinnoh region, Turtwig is my number 5. Specifically
yeah.
Torterra.
I mean, Torterra?
Yeah, could you say that
Torterra?
again?
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
sorry. Torterra.
Why is number 5?
Yeah. He's my most forgettable favorite starter.
Oh.
Oh,
I didn't know his name, but he was a solid boy and I loved him.
Yeah,
don't know, I
fucking land mass of a fucking.
That's why I like him. He's like that. He's a fucking giant turtle, and
Yeah.
he has the sweet terrarium on his back. It's pretty fucking rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like based on that like myth about the turtle world or some shit. Isn't that weird that like
Turtle Island?
If he's based on like the myth of like Turtle Island thing, and then like Inferno's based on the mythical dude of Sun Wukong. Like, what the fuck is Empoleon? These penguins are real. Like,
I think he's supposed to be based off of some kind of emperor.
Emperor penguins, they're real. There's a whole
Okay.
movie about it. They dance and stuff. CeeLo Green's in it, I think.
CeeLo Green's in it. Is he in that movie?
I think so. Am I wrong? Am I thinking of the
I don't
wrong
know.
person?
Wait, what was
You
that?
thinking about
I gotta
Happy
Google
Feet?
it now. It was CeeLo Green and Happy Feet.
CeeLo Green, what the? Oh my god.
I'm gonna go to Happy Feet IMDb. Hold on. This is derailing the podcast, but it's important.
Is it? I think CeeLo Green was in there.
Uh,
Hugh Jackman was in there.
Hugh Jackman was in Happy Feet?
And Robin Williams. What the?
That
This
movie
cast
sucks
was
shit.
huge.
Why are there so many good people in it?
what are you talking
Elijah
about?
Wood?
Oh my god,
Oh
why?
my god.
I'm not seeing Fat Joe.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
god.
think I think the only person not in Happy Feet was CeeLo Green.
Was CeeLo Green?
Irwin-
You know, I think you're
Steve
right now that
Irwin
I'm
was
looking at
in
this
the
cast
movie.
list.
He was even on Teen Titans Go. He wasn't
What
in
the
Happy
fuck?
Feet.
Did you guys hear me? Steve Irwin was in Happy Feet.
What the fuck?
oh, what a
I guess
legend.
that was before his death.
What? Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
yeah,
would
probably.
that might be a
It's a safe
stretch there,
bet.
but
He was probably alive when he was in that movie.
yeah.
Yeah,
know
I
about
don't
that,
see a CeeLo Green in here.
Well, I guess I was wrong,
Oh,
but
damn.
the point still stands. He's
What
just
was your
an
point?
emperor penguin.
but- Oh yeah,
It's
that's
not
the point.
mythical. It's not legendary. It's not based on anything.
Yeah.
He's just a penguin. He's cool, but he's just a penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're not talking about. We're talking about your turtle guys. So we continue.
But yeah, I mean, I liked all the designs. That's pretty much like it. Why I liked him, because like I like turtles a lot, and like all the designs were cool. I picked Infernape for my first playthrough, and then I just went with Turtwig because he was my second favorite. But yeah, there's not much to it. I based all mine off of looks, basically.
That's fair.
That's fair.
That's
Yeah, design's a big
have-
part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It really is.
I like
I
the
have,
typing of him too.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God, yeah.
'Cause he's grass steel, isn't he?
No, he's grass ground.
Oh, grass ground. Okay.
Yeah.
It's still a
So he's
tanky
rad as
freaking
fuck.
character.
I'm gonna bring him up later. Sexy
Ooh.
little boy. Sexy little turtle.
Oh my god.
Or like a sexy big turtle. Am I right?
Ew.
He's a massy, girthy boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also
You
like
can have a
them.
picnic. You can literally have a picnic. You can fuck someone on a picnic blanket on top of him
Oh yeah.
I-
you
and
could.
still have room for other people.
Wait,
And the turtle. It's
Hold
a
on.
party.
What?
So your
Torterra's a
idea?
party. I want to have a Torterra orgy.
I could fuck someone on the back of Torterra.
Pokemon was
There's
real.
still room for the photographer.
That would be a real thing.
So your idea of fun is to like have a family picnic on him and then fuck a girl while the picnic
No, not
is
when the
going
kids
on.
are around.
Yes,
This
no.
is how you make the family. Do you
no.
not know how sex works,
No.
Chipper?
Well, some people are freaks, and you might be one of them.
This was a weird I regret making this.
Yeah.
This is a bad bit. It's not a good bit. It's not a good bit.
Not
We're
all
not going
bits.
to cut it, but it's not good.
Not all
We're gonna
bits are
move-
created
Yeah, can we
equal.
just-
Let's go to 4
Yeah.
or
we have
5
Tyler's
for
number
Tyler.
5.
Yeah,
That's
I still have to
fine.
go.
Is
Fuck
5.
you.
He's just gonna fuck on top of it.
I'm not going to... Well,
Ooh. Those-
my number 5 is a much smaller turtle that you can't fuck on.
Blastoise, you definitely could.
So let me
Yeah.
paint y'all a picture here. It's Gen 1. It's your first time picking Pokemon. And you see your options. You're a kid in a candy store and you see 3 options for an animal pet friend that
Pretty
you can
goddamn
murder
small
things with.
candy store.
Here are your options. There's only one clear option on what you're gonna pick, right? Because like first option, generic dragon thing, basic, lame, uninspired. Next, the shit out of my face. Second option, it's just a fugly mass of frog-ass looking tree
onion
stuff
frog.
that's ugly and
Hey,
dumb
fuck you,
and not at
man.
all cool, and he's displeasing to my human eyes.
Take it
and
back.
causes
He's amazing.
pleasure center
He's
of my brain to
beautiful.
physically shut down. No, fuck that shit.
Oh, he's like a
Fuck it.
pug.
To hell. Fuck
He's
him.
like a pug.
What's your third option? A turtle with fucking guns on his back? Yes, bitch. Sign me up, brother.
Yeah, if you knew about that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's
you-
tear some shit up, dude. It's not even a contest, dude. Blastoise, best Gen 1 starter. He's my number 5. He's a turtle with guns. He's a turtle. That in concept is automatically better than any other Pokemon that's ever been created.
Damn.
Ever. He's a turtle with guns. You're hitting me with your number 5 like, I have a turtle with trees on his back. Fuck that shit. Blastoise is a turtle with guns. You Mega Evolve me as a turtle that is a tank. He gets more guns.
I don't know, man. What
Blastoise number
about
5. He's got
Well,
guns.
he
Cool.
won't-
what
It's the
about
only
what about
time he gets
straight up
guns.
sword and straight up teapot?
Also some of my favorite. If you know me at all, Aegislash is like my second favorite Pokemon of all time.
Yeah, he's awesome.
That's beside the point. He's not a starter. It's not on this list. We can't count it. We're just talking about straight starters. Blastoise has guns. No one else has guns. Blastoise is a fucking turtle with guns.
Rillaboom has a drum.
That's not a gun, though.
I would like to point out-
Sounds like a gun.
Inteleon uses
Not a gun.
his finger like a gun for a sniper shot. It's like a gun.
Yeah.
It goes boom boom and it...
Inteleon has a
Point
gun.
stands. Blastoise has physical guns on his back.
Oh my god.
Damn. The passion of your number 5. I hope it just
Shoot
continues.
water out. It's like when you're a kid, you get 2 super soakers, you tape them to your back. I'm Blastoise, brr, and then you shoot your friends. Can't do that. Can't pretend to be. Can't pretend to be fucking the grass guy. I don't even Venusaur. What are you gonna do if you pretend to be Venusaur? You get fat, lay in your yard, have kids put plants on your back.
Sounds
Grow
like
a
life.
flower in your belly button. Yes.
Yeah, no.
That's what I
Fuck that
aspire
shit.
to be.
Hold on, Kyle. You think the flower on his back is representative of your belly button?
No. I'm saying
What the
that
fuck is wrong with your belly button, friend?
I would say that if a child, not me, were to go outside and want to recreate a Venusaur,
Bulbasaur's
You
been
think
ass
belly
down
button?
this whole time.
where am I going to put it on my
Bulbasaur's
back?
been ass down this whole time.
Oh my god.
No one
Yeah, but-
fucking realized the bulb on his back is his belly button. His head's just
He's upside. He's been
backwards.
upside down for years.
His head's just backwards.
Oh god, that
Damn,
makes
that's
him
just
so
like-
much cooler.
It's actually his butt is on top of his back, so his anus is just kind of slowly prolapsing as he
Oh, of
evolves.
course.
Oh
And
god,
it
I don't want
flowers
to look
out
at it
by
that
the end
way.
of it. That's what it actually is. That's why he looks so unhappy by the end of it. It's a painful process.
Yeah, of course.
Welcome to game theory.
But that's just a theory. Yeah, that's all I have to say
Nice.
about my number 5. It's a very quick one.
It's not the-
Blastoise is a turtle with guns. And that's fuck you. That's cool. Number 5, done. We're
and
moving
he-
on.
And he's just a water type.
Holy
Boo. No double
Yeah,
typing.
who cares? Who cares about the typage?
I care.
No one gives a shit about the typage.
care.
Everyone does. Literally
I care.
everyone cares about
No.
the type.
That's the
No,
point.
when
That's
you
the-
when you
that's the
pick a
point of
starter,
Pokemon!
when you when, when you pick a starter, are you like are you prejudiced against certain types? You're
Yes!
Like
Oh god.
I don't want them
He's a
fire
Pokemon
types in my
racist.
party. You get them out of here.
God, are you typist? What the fuck? Fuck water types!
Be grass or be nothing. Get the fuck out of my party.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's how the gym leaders
I'm not
operate,
gonna
though, I
say
guess. They're
3
very
of my
typist.
5 are grass types, but...
Sounds like you have a type.
Shit. Oh, maybe.
Cool, so we're moving on to number 4s now. Nico, we're back to you. What's your number 4, bud?
Well, speaking of water types,
Good segue.
Yeah, it's Mudkip.
He's that low on your list? I am appalled.
Yeah, people get mad at me for this, but it's sort of like what Kyle said about Infernape. Like that, it's just the memory of like Emerald was like one of my first. Emerald and Sapphire were some of my first games, and I looked at all the starters and I was like, I like water, and I saw Mudkip and I was like, oh, he's cute, and I picked him, and I don't know, I just like I always ran with him, and I don't dislike any of the other starters necessarily, but just something about rolling with Mudkip and having him turn into Swampert, and like the memory of whenever the move, like he learned the move Muddy Water, and I was just like, ew, that's gross. That's gonna do a lot of damage. I was like, why would you want to?
Regular water is for bitches. I want mud in my water. That shit's gonna slap hard.
And I like seeing the animation of the move, and I was like, oh, it's Surf but brown. But like,
Ew,
just something about. To be fair, I fucking hate his Mega Evolution. Like, I think it's stupid.
You hate his Mega Evolution?
I think it looks stupid.
I love his Mega Evolution. Mega Swampert is badass.
Compared to Mega Blaziken and Sceptile, I think
Yes!
it's dumb.
He looks goofy as fuck.
No,
think
I
he
love
looks-
him.
I think
Don't
he looks
shit on my
goofy.
boy. I love him.
But
You like goofy things, Tyler.
I do. It's like he fucking just drank nothing but creatine for like 17 years and just hit the weights. He just comes out. He's a fucking swole boy.
yeah, he's
I
Thor
love
half
it.
Yorson now. He's the mountain. Fucking
He just fucking juiced up. It's
Yeah.
great.
no, but like, there's something about seeing that little weird ass nugget on all fours. Like, he's
Nugget.
so ugly. He's so ugly, and I love him.
You guys are ugly.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I also love Swampert. He's my pick for that gen too.
Yeah. Is it?
But
He's
I
also
can't contribute much because I have to talk about this later in the podcast.
That's fair. He's also one of the best typings for a starter because he's only weak to grass.
True. Very
What
true.
is his typing again?
Water ground.
Water ground.
Oh, he's water ground too. Okay, yeah.
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 It only
I don't
makes
know,
him
something-
extremely weak to grass, and he's extremely like get out of the way, run. Grass is 4 times effectiveness. Oh god, everything else is either one or
Sceptile
half.
fucks his day up hard. That's the one thing I always fucking remembered was whenever you get to like, I always pick the boy because I'm a boy and whatever gender norms. But whenever you get to like, the rival fight like at the bridge, I can't remember what route it is, but like near the secret house.
hmm
Whenever you get to that
Route
fight,
6.
yeah. Whatever. I don't know. you literally could have said any number. You could have said, oh yeah, Route 69, and I would have been like, oh yeah, that's it. But like,
Yeah, like no one's gonna fact check you here. It's like-
I know, that's...
I believe anything you say.
yeah, but like I remember always getting to that fight and being like, oh, they're about to send out Grovyle. I have to try, and I like send out like whatever it was, Marshtomp or Swampert by that point, and then just get my shit pushed in for 45 minutes straight.
Oh, God.
like
You could have
it's
changed
sick.
at any point.
I could have, but my dumb little kid ass was like, why isn't it fucking working?
I just have this mental picture of you. You're like, oh, it's a grass type. It's okay, Swampert. You can handle this. And he just immediately gets killed. He's like, fuck. Use revive. Get back in there, buddy. I believe in you. And then he just gets his shit punched. And he's like, fuck. It's okay. It was a bad round. 3rd time's a charm here, buddy. And you just keep reviving him. He's like, please stop. I just want to die. And he just like keeps getting like
bones are
slammed
broken.
over and over and over again. Your whole team is just on the bench just watching it happen. Like, dude, just tap him out. Put me in, please. I can't watch this anymore.
He's using his fire Pokemon as a revive slave.
Yeah.
My fucking Torkoal is crying in the corner like, don't do it again. Don't do it again.
Oh my god, bro. Holy shit.
Holy shit, yeah, but Mudkip, little axolotl ass bitch.
Good pick. I respect it. Should have been higher though.
Hey.
Kyle, what's your number 4?
My number 4. I'm gonna have to go with Rowlet and the Rowlet line. I know.
Fuck you.
Ooh, I know that game sucks all of the ass in the entire world.
It does.
I appreciate them for trying something different, but take it back.
Unmake the game.
Unmake it, please. Just give me Rowlet and walk away, please. But no, yeah, because I think Rowlet is like one of the dopest. I think like if you look at it from like a strategy perspective of like how am I gonna deal with these first couple of gyms, Rowlet is definitely gonna be like your number 1 pick because he has the flying type moves, so you don't need to catch another flying type to deal with that. He has ghost type moves and he has grass type moves, so he's a fucking badass. His design is incredible.
Yes.
He becomes just the dopest archer boy, which
Ugh.
I know Tyler, you are.
He does.
You know,
Dude,
You
if
like-
there's 2 things I like, it's birds and bows and arrows, and he is both, and it makes me hard.
hell yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised when I evolved him the first time. It was a
Yeah.
good time.
He's a badass. He learns dark type moves, freaking flying type moves, flying and grass. It's quite the little setup for starter boy.
Smorgasbord.
He also doesn't have any stat that's below 70, which is kind of insane. Usually, like each starter has like one stat that's like 50 or 60 because it's just like he can't be incredible. Decidueye is. He's really good. Like just from like a competitive standpoint, I think Decidueye might be one of the better starters, like of all the starters for competitive. Anyways, but yeah,
He's like the gym class hero of the starter Pokemon.
yeah, and he just got put in the wrong game. It's fine. Swap him and Delphox out. I don't care if that makes like 2 fire and 2 grass in places. I don't care. Just get rid of Delphox and put Decidueye in that gen.
Decidueye is the second best Pokemon to come out of that gen.
What's the first?
Lycanroc?
Ah, hell yeah, dude.
The only 2 good things to come from Sun and Moon were Lycanroc and Decidueye.
Hell yeah, dude. Those totem Pokemon were weird as shit.
Yeah, I forgot about those.
I literally
Gotta
can't
keep those
remember.
out of my memory.
I can't remember anything about those games other than Decidueye and now Lycanroc because you said it.
Yeah. I also had that Clydesdale, and he was like
Oh wait,
Oh,
Rock
yeah.
and Rolla.
dumb as shit, but like he was a tank. He was a tanky boy. He
Yeah.
just fucked people
Mudsdale.
sideways.
I always
Yeah,
liked
Mudsdale, that's
I always
what
liked the design of Gigalith.
I don't know what Gigalith is.
Do you remember Rock and Rolla? The little shits that had sturdy and they were just like this little pebble of like blue and yellow.
What are you
Aren't they
saying?
for black and white?
Yeah, Rock and Roll is from Black and White Boy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he from Gen
I didn't
5.
play the gen. I don't fucking remember anything.
I skipped it and I knew.
Hey.
Set the rock with the eye.
Yeah.
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 Gigalith is a good
Okay.
boy.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
That's
Just
the
stop giving
first time I
Sun and Moon
saw
credit
it.
for good things.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, fuck Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
What did it do? Take us to Hawaii?
Never
It
mind.
gave us long execute?
Okay.
Fuck
Ew.
that shit.
Give
I
us
did-
Surfer Raichu. I didn't need. I mean, he's cool, but I
I
didn't
did like,
need that.
Like
You
mechanics
give me
of the
sexy
game.
Ice Ninetales? I do appreciate that.
Oh,
That's a good
Alolan
point.
Ninetales.
That's
a good point.
Oh, I loved Alolan Ninetales.
I like doing choreographed dance with my Pokemon to give them big dick energy to kill people.
Wait,
Nice.
you do that?
That was my
Oh,
that was the
those are
whole
Z
yeah. That was the
Z
gimmick they
moves.
put in.
Yeah, it was.
Play DDR with your Pokemon, and then they're like, "Yes, my lightning's twice as big now. Fuck you." And I don't know how it works. It was a really dumb gimmick.
My
I
chakras
hated
have been
it.
aligned.
Chipper, what's your number 4?
Cyndaquil is my number 4. I like him. He's a little cutie. You know, look at him.
I'm looking at him.
Nice.
He's a cutie. You're right. You're not lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
he's
accurate.
Typhlosion's a total badass too. So
Oh hell yeah, he's like the edgelord of starter Pokemon.
I like the animation he had in I think it was Soul Silver. Whenever he wouldn't have his flame main on, and then every time he used a move, he would just get like super roided up and angry and just puff his flames up. I was like, oh,
That is not
shit.
what happened in Soul Silver, but
Yeah, huh? That was his animation. Anytime he attacked, he would just like his main would not be there until he attacked.
Yeah.
is that accurate?
Yeah.
I played that game for like a million hours.
Wait,
I don't remember that being a thing though.
it might not have been. I know it was a thing in later generations, but now that I'm thinking about it, it might not have been as early as Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Maybe
Yeah, I
it
didn't-
wasn't. Maybe
I'm pretty sure Soul Silver he had it.
Because
Oh,
Heart,
maybe
Heart,
that was
the whole
Heart
X
time.
Gold
and
and
Y.
Soul Silver were still like 2D for the most part.
Yeah.
Battle sequences.
Oh, yeah, you're
maybe
right.
They
I think
didn't
that was
like
X and Y
animate the
then.
sprites until black and white, and then they
Yeah.
switched to 3D models after
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was in X and Y then, and
yeah, it must have
looked
been.
Yeah.
I
fucking
remember
cool.
that. I
By the
remember.
Yeah,
way,
I
it
remember
was
they
a
did it
really-
in X and Y because
yeah,
it was rad.
It was a really
Yeah.
awesome little polished thing.
Yeah.
It was nice. Either way, it looked really freaking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was into it.
It's a good look.
And he was my brothers growing up, we all had any of the games, so there was like crystal and silver and gold, and so like we would trade each other the starters we had. And so I had Cyndaquil and Totodile on my team, and I would just like wreck shop with both of them.
Hell yeah.
That's a pretty OP team if you just have like 2 starters out the gate.
Oh yeah, like as soon as we were like, you can trade pretty much from the beginning. I think you had to have 6 Pokemon before you could, but as soon as we got them, we were just like going through the game pretty fast. Which is saying actually like we still took a lot of time to go through that game because it's one of the longest freaking Pokemon games ever.
Yeah, that is true.
Which
It's
is
like
why I
2 regions
loved
in
it.
one. Yeah.
That was, yeah. I barely remember. It's been so long since I played those games, man.
There's so many things you have to do, and there's like a lot of like the side stuff that you don't have to do, but they're cool
Yeah,
little
I-
fun missions.
They had apricots in that one, right? Apricorns? That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Making the Pokeballs, fucking apricots. Fucking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cool
Yeah, no.
Lava was a little lackluster in my opinion. He was cool, but
I liked Quilava.
I liked him. It was just
It made
I don't know.
sense.
Oh
It
no,
definitely-
it made sense.
It definitely feels like they made Cyndaquil and then they were like, oh, and then he'll be Typhlosion. And then they went, oh, what's in between? It's
See,
a
I don't
longer
feel that way though.
Cyndaquil.
I actually think that the middle form makes sense. I actually liked Quilava
It totally
a lot
does make
more than
sense.
Cyndaquil. Yeah.
I like Cyndaquil a little bit better.
See, I always thought Cyndaquil was like the weakest looking form. Like I have him. He's on my list. We'll talk about it later. He's pretty high up. But like, I love Typhlosion, and Quilava was pretty cool. But like, of the first forms in that game, I would say he has the weakest first form.
Really?
'Cause he's just kind of like a mouse with no face.
Yeah, but he's got that flame back.
Right, but like
Love him
when
so
he
much.
doesn't have like in like the newer games when he's not
Yeah.
always like flaming, it's like he's literally just like a little
Oh yeah.
squash shaped mouse with like no
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fucking adorable.
Yeah. Look at him.
Look at
I
him.
like him. I'm just saying I think of the first forms,
Oh.
he has the weakest first form.
No,
He has
Yeah.
the best third form, in my opinion, but
I would agree with both of those actually. My
Yeah.
main problem with Cyndaquil was that I definitely thought he was gonna end up being like an anteater thing, and then he didn't end up being
Yeah.
because like of his nose, because it like looked like it was like extended out like an anteater.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
fair.
oh shit, I know where this is going, and then Quilava happened, and I was like, you're a long dog. I don't.
Call it a ferret.
Well, yeah, I guess. But yeah, no, so I guess I was just kind of confused by him more than anything. I was a weirdo and I went with Chikorita that gen.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
Chikorita had a good first 2 forms, but Meganium is just the king of suck. Like
No,
that's
I
the
don't,
laziest
I
design.
don't like Meganium. It's,
Yeah, Meganium's more like Millennium.
I mean, I think Meganium's cool, but you know, it's
I'm
fine.
with Kyle. I like
Really,
Meganium.
you do because you picked.
it's okay to be wrong.
Yeah. No, I think that all 3 of the Johto starters, in my opinion, when you look at them like side by side with the Kanto starters before like Gen 3 even came out, it was like they all kind of were a little more lackluster than the first gen. In my opinion,
disagree.
but
I would say they're on the same tier.
I just
Yeah.
think personality wise, it just didn't connect for me as much. And maybe it's because like I played like 3 and 4, and then I went back to 1, and then 2 was like I could play that or I keep going. So like for me, like in the order of games that I played, it didn't end up being as prevalent. I really only ever actually played through the games once I got Soul Silver. So
Well,
Yeah,
I'll have to
I
yell at
mean-
you later about personality wise.
oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, a lot of people yell at me about my personality. It's
No,
fine.
no, about my Pokemon's personality.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
no. I can't wait.
Yeah, you'll see why.
Oh, damn. I
But
think
yeah, that's my
I know
number
what.
4.
I have a sneaking suspicion. But Tyler, what about
That's
what about
me.
your number 4, buddy?
So my number 4, we already talked about, as you know. We talked about everybody. My number 4 is Infernape.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna reiterate a bunch of shit I already kind of talked about. Well, actually, I'll start with a new. Wait, did I already say that I didn't play Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah.
yes.
I
Yes.
did already say that. I'm sorry, my memory is shit.
Good.
So yeah, I never played Diamond and
Loser.
Pearl. That is the reason that he is so low, because I have no actual emotional attachment to Infernape, because I've never really had one. So that is just kind of out the window. But conceptually, Infernape has the raddest, baddest design in all of Pokemon starters in the history of time, in my opinion, because he is everything I love.
Hey, what about the turtle with guns, buddy?
Yeah, that just proves how fucking tight this boy is. He doesn't even need guns to be cool. Okay?
got 2
Based on a
guns.
god, bro.
Yeah, exactly. He's fucking flaming monkey god, and you just have him. Like, you start the game, and it's like, all right, what's your team? I have like a lightning dog. I have a balloon, and I have the god of fire. Like, it's like, what? There's no comparison. He's the coolest one in that gen. He's the coolest starter.
Well,
He's the coolest looking starter of all time. He's obviously not my favorite, but his design is just so fucking sick.
Yeah.
And he's statistically, he's probably good. I'm sure he punches a lot. He probably hits hard.
he
I don't
does
know.
hard.
He's kind of a
Close
glass
combat, he has
cannon.
close combat.
He's real fast. He hits somewhat hard. Kyle could probably corroborate because he fucking
Well,
stats like
if you-
bitch.
I don't know. Harder than anybody. Let me tell you.
If you take
Rock
your Infernape
punch.
to the gym and you train him properly and you get those gains, he'll fucking take out anybody.
He could clap my cheeks into tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to react to that.
My goal's been achieved. Good night, boys.
He is a glass cannon.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
figured. I mean,
He's not
Yeah.
like that bad. His health, defense, and special defense are all in the 70s, while his attack, special attack, and speed are all in the 100s. So like 100 to 110. So like it's really like nice that like he's pretty not balanced, but like balanced as attack, speed versus defense and health overall. So it's kind of nice that it's not like kind of all over the place. Makes it a little bit more
Yeah.
consistent. But be careful. Just don't get hit, dumb.
be careful.
That's why you just use close combat right away, so you fuck everybody up.
You
Yeah.
ruin your entire life.
I taught mine rock climb, dude.
Oh yeah, that shit went.
Rock climb
south
was
for
like
everybody.
rock climb was like a weirdly strong move. I thought,
It is.
like,
Yeah.
out of all the HM moves, it's like a decent normal type move.
Rock climb is like a weird thing to think about using in combat. Like, what does he do? Does he just climb on you really
Yeah.
hard?
Oh yeah.
But, like,
just
what
Does he
really
like
hard.
pull a rock
Dude.
wall out from
Well,
his ass and
what
like
I-
climb you up it and drop you off of it? Like, how does it work?
What I always imagined when I was a kid was like especially in the Elite Four, like you're in a room, you're just in like a solid room, right? So I just kind of imagine he like leapt on the wall, started fucking sprinting along the wall, and then just body slammed you.
That's way cooler than anything I was thinking of.
See,
Well, because I
Where-
still
where I
watch
thought
the
you were
show
going
a
was
lot.
just that he was gonna like, you're like, use rock climb, and then he just kind of looks around and he
Climbs
just starts
the
climbing
wall.
up of a wall, and everyone is just like kind of looking at him, just waiting for him to do something.
Yeah, that's where the that's
and then
where
like
the
you as the
confusion
trainer
aspect
just
of that
run up
move-
and like sucker punch the Pokemon in the chest while he's distracted, and then he comes back down from the ceiling.
Yeah, that's where the confusion aspect of that move comes from. He's just
Yeah.
sitting up there on the wall, and the other Pokemon goes, "What the fuck? Is he gonna? Is he
What are
gonna
you
hit- is this
doing?
Is he getting stronger? And then the trainer just fucking slaps a fucking Garchomp, and the Garchomp goes, "I'm sorry.
what the fuck?
The gym leader's just like looking up on the wall, just like, hey, you can't. I don't think you can do that.
Yeah,
You gotta
that's what I was
get him,
about to
get
say.
him down.
Cynthia's just like, you know, this isn't a combat move, right? The fuck it isn't. Pulls out a club, like.
I want to get a full back tattoo of Infernape just sucking Empoleon cock.
Oh,
Why?
Nice.
Why not?
dude. I mean,
damn.
why?
Why not? It's a conversation starter. It's an icebreaker.
Really? Is
Where
that
are
what
you
bring up
going
at
that you're
parties?
fucking shirtless all the time? Where is this starting
That's how you
conversation?
get them. That's how you get the ladies to come home with you because you're like, hey,
No.
bet you won't guess what's on my back.
Would you like to
And
see an
then-
Infernape or an Empoleon cock? Tricks on you. It's both.
And then they come home and look at it. You don't do anything, but they look at it and they're like, oh, that's nice, and then they leave.
I still sleep on the couch because
You sleep on the couch in your own place, and they sleep in your bed, and then
Yeah.
they get up in the morning and leave.
yeah, they get up and admire the tattoo one last time before they run away.
Yep.
They took a picture of it and posted online, say it was their tattoo.
I'm
Try my
imagining
tattooing.
Tyler sitting around at a party with a couple people and just be like, so do you guys think like Infernape would suck Empoleon's cock or Empoleon would suck Infernape's?
Before anyone has the option to answer, just yeah, it's totally Infernape sucking Empoleon's cock. Anybody want to see my tattoo?
Just, so, it's just like dead, like it's like a break in the conversation. Dead silent. So, how many Empoleon cocks do you think an Infernape could suck on a good day?
Dicks, you
Close
think you can
combat,
fit
a
in
lot of
him?
hands. You know, I don't know.
Or it's the first thing you say when you walk in.
Like
Like you don't even say hi to anybody. Just fucking.
Do you think how many Empoleon cocks do you?
God
do you
damn it,
think
You're
No,
saying it
Infernape
as
would
you
drink?
walk in
Do
the
you
door.
think? Do you think if we put an Infernape on top of a Torterra, how many Empoleons do you think we could get up there to get handies from that Infernape?
He's
Would the
got a wide
Torterra
ass.
notice? How many could we put up there before Torterra would notice what was happening? Would
Feeling
Torterra
this
enjoy it?
conversation. Stop. No.
This
is not how we- this is not-
God.
No.
And we're gonna move on to number 3. Nico, it's your turn again.
Hi, it's Rowlet.
Nice.
How many cocks do you think he can fit in him?
Oh God, it's a beak. No. God. Yeah, no.
He's got that cloak, like, you know, he hides some
He's got a
stuff
cloak
in
of
there,
cocks
you know?
underneath
Um,
there.
How many cocks do you think
Jesus Christ.
you can fit under that cloak?
I hate this guy.
Want any cocks?
This is what I was worried this would turn into.
Fuck.
How did this happen? No. Rowlet. Anyway. God. Yeah,
Rowlet.
Do you think when Rowlet evolves, his cock gets bigger, or does he just have like the same size cock for the
Just
whole evolution?
massive all the time.
Yeah, but you don't feel it because it's a ghost cock.
Oh, that's right. It's 'cause he becomes ghost type. It just evaporates into the ether.
Did you know he's not actually shooting arrows? He's shooting copies of his cock.
What if his cock is the bow tie?
What?
Ooh.
Explain yourself. I don't even
What
know how
would
to make
that
sense of
mean?
what you just
But
said.
like, what if that's like
Does your cock look like a bow tie, Kyle? Do you need to go to the hospital and get that checked out? I'm genuinely confused and concerned right now.
what if it's under the bow tie?
that is not what you said.
What if it
That
was
is
the bow
not-
tie?
That is not what you said. You said, what if his cock is the bow tie?
That's what I heard. That's definitely what I thought you said.
That is
Definitely what he
not.
said.
That is 100.
I'm
It
That
just
is
like pulls
what-
on the
that
drawstrings
is
and
what
just gets
you
like a
said.
thick chub.
Oh god.
Oh.
So tell us, why do you like Rowlet?
Yeah, why do you like Rowlet?
So
Because
out
of
of
a
all
big cock?
three of them,
God damn it.
definitely like design-wise, like first impressions, Rowlet is definitely the cutest.
You don't like Poplio?
Fuck Poplio. Fucking pre-marina ass motherfucker.
I think you're the only person on planet Earth who does not like Poplio.
Suck my ass.
Yeah.
No, Poplio is everyone's favorite.
Poplio is like perfection. All of our number ones are Poplio, right? Like we can
Yes.
we can skip ahead to that part.
The episode's
Yeah.
over. It's Poplio. See you guys
It's all
later.
Poplio. This
Yeah.
whole podcast was an excuse to talk about
I'm
Poplio.
gonna leave this fucking Skype call. um,
No, we're in the
Like,
same room. We're
fucking. No, yeah, I
You're
mean.
breaking the immersion.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm leaving, guys. Bye.
Look at
Anyway,
that, he's walking out of the room.
yeah, like
Oh my
design-wise, first impression, I loved just he's this little ball of, cute and such a sweet boy, and Decidueye is such a badass, the angstiest of all the little boys. Like I think my favorite part of his design, that's a really small detail that I love, is he doesn't really have a quiver. Like all of his arrows come
Where
from
do they come from?
the inside of his wings. Like he has little pockets under his like cloak like esque wings where he pulls the arrows from. And
Oh,
it's such a small detail that I think is super cool.
doesn't that hurt him?
Probably they're definitely copies of his penis. But
Every
those
time he
worthy.
shoots an arrow, he's just like, "Oh God!"
Yeah. What if every time he pulls out, it's just oh god, it's like pulling tendons out of his like fucking wings.
Jesus
It's just like
Christ.
super visceral. There's just like blood like everywhere.
Oh,
Guys in a Mortal Kombat.
He scares every
Um,
Pokemon he fights because he's just screaming the whole time he's shooting arrows.
that's why he's ghost type. He's not actually a ghost type. He's a straight grass type, but he scares everyone so bad they're like, shit, he's a ghost type. No, but like his special move, I can't even remember what it was called, but the one that basically arena trapped whatever Pokemon, and it was the ghost type move that he shot arrows, and it was super unique and interesting, and it was like 80 damage or something like that.
It was 80 damage.
Yeah, it was. Why did you know that off the top of your head? What the hell?
He's got
Spit-
stats, man.
Spirit Shackle,
Stats,
bud.
look at him.
It's Spirit Shackle. I knew Shackle was part of it. Yeah.
That's Spirit Shuckle.
Spirit Shackle.
He just throws a
Um,
ghostly shuckle at him.
It's just the shell of a shuckle.
And it cracks, and then you feel like you're stuck because you have to deal with it, and then you can't leave.
He like shoots the arrow up into the sky, and then there's just a beat, and then like a dead shuckle with an arrow, and it just falls down on top of you.
Where was he at? Like,
It's like that part in the Bloodborne DLC.
There's Shuckle in the Bloodborne DLC.
Oh, there might as well
Never
be,
played
dude.
Bloodborne. I don't know.
Oh my god. But no, and like Z moves were weird, but his Z move for Spirit Shackle, like the animation for it was so cool, and it was like he just hit hard, and he was my boy. Ah, and Pokken Tournament it was a pretty bad game, but
Fuck you, I love
Excuse
Pokemon.
me?
Great.
we love
He
Pokemon
was-
here.
Every
was
single
my
person
main.
on this call loves Pokemon.
he was my main in Pokken whenever I played it, and then I stopped caring about it. But I still love him. He's my boy.
Hell yeah.
I do
Yeah.
love Hit Decidueye.
Pokken was okay. I just stopped caring about it.
It's okay to be wrong.
Hey!
Kyle, you
Don't talk about it.
last
No,
year.
no, that's gonna be a tangent, okay? And if we get into
Okay,
it,
no,
it's
you're
gonna
right,
go
you're
forever.
right.
We'll talk
But,
about
like-
Pokemon some other time.
You're a hypocrite.
I
Then I'll
know.
just leave it at that. I'll
I
leave
was
it at that.
waiting to say it. I was like, should
We'll
I
move on.
Anyways,
Kyle, instead of talking about how you're a hypocrite, let's talk about your number 3.
great. Venusaur, baby.
Are you fucking kidding
Oh
me?
yeah.
No, I'm not kidding you at all, bro. Venusaur, I am 100% serious, is the best starter from the first gen.
That's
You're
right.
wrong, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
He
I'll
is
let you
the
express
best
your
starter.
wrong opinion. That's what the show's about.
I will express my opinion. So
It's not an opinion, it's fact.
No, it's a
Cool.
fact that it's his opinion, yeah.
No.
So first of all, he's number 1. Okay, let's just he's number 1.
Yeah,
okay.
it says it right.
Actually, no, Venusaur's number 3, because
No,
like
well,
Bulbasaur's number 1.
Bulbasaur's number 1. It's in the line.
Mhm.
Where's
Yeah.
Gun Turtle at, huh?
6? What a
Somewhere
fucking loser.
between 1 and 9.
Specifically, he's either 4 or 7. So yeah. But anyways, I don't know. But yeah, no.
It wouldn't be
freaking-
4. He definitely wouldn't be 4.
Why wouldn't he be 4?
It
Because
goes
Blastoise is the
backwards.
third evolution.
Blastoise
That's how math
is
works, Kyle.
backwards.
I was thinking of Squirtle. That's my bad.
It would be 6 or 9.
That's right. Correct. I was thinking of
Just-
Squirtle.
Just for Blastoise, it goes backwards. It goes Bulbasaur,
He just devolves.
Ivysaur,
into-
Venusaur, Blastoise, Wartortle,
Benjamin
Squirtle.
Button. Anyways.
Yeah, when you're standing in Professor Oak's lab, you see Bulbasaur, Charmander, and a fucking Blastoise.
He's not even in the Pokeball. He's holding the other 2 Pokeballs.
At gunpoint, he's just like,
The guns are pointed right at your face and balls.
yup.
I'm gonna go with the gun turtle because the other 2 don't look as strong.
I want to
The other
win.
starters are weak. Pick me. I have guns.
Pick me, I have gun.
I will liquefy the enemy.
I'll fuck you up.
My wet cannons.
Take my child.
I'd like to point out your Blastoise was stopped by a Jigglypuff in Pokemon. So
What?
you don't remember that episode?
Dude, the anime's not canon.
It absolutely is canon.
And also, that was a Blastoise. It's not every Blastoise. My
Every
Blastoise
Blastoise
was not a
has-
punk bitch. He did
That
not get
reminds me.
stopped by Jigglypuff. He got stopped by no one because he was a manly ass fucking Blastoise.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
He was an
was probably
alpha.
like a little
He was a
bitch.
fucking alpha. He didn't take shit from anybody.
I don't know. Turtles aren't known.
He
for
didn't
their
make his own
predatory-
coffee. You had to make it for him. Black, no sugar. If you fucked up, he melted your face off with his hydro cannons.
So speaking of the anime, I mean, which is a big point of my Bulbasaur, the whole point of picking Bulbasaur, is I think the
Weeb.
Bulbasaur from the anime is really cool. He was one of the first Pokemon I liked in the anime when I watched it when I was younger. And part of the reason why I ended up liking Bulbasaur as much. But then, when you look at it from a competitive standpoint,
Oh.
Venusaur is the best of all 3 because he's a stat boy and super tanky. He learns
True.
Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, Insane. He can learn Sunny Day, which makes his Solar Beam insane. Not in Gen 1. I don't know what gen he learns. He can learn Sunny Day. I don't even know when Sunny Day became a move, but in general, he can learn Sunny Day later. But yeah.
Was it really 4?
No, it was 3.
Okay, I was gonna say I thought it was 3.
Was it really? Well, now I'm curious. Shit.
Pretty
I have
sure.
no idea.
Yeah, it is
His
3.
cast form was in 3.
You right. It wasn't starting in 3. It was starting in 3. No, it was starting in 2. Anyways.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh!
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Never mind, it was
shit.
starting in 1. Whoa!
Never mind, it was the first thing ever conceived of before Pokemon was.
Oh my god! Yeah, they based all of Pokemon off of Sunny Day.
Yeah, of course.
Damn. Man, no, he's a good stat boy. He's really tanky. I like him a lot. I get that a lot of people don't like his design as much, and all those people can fuck off. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah,
Well, I'm fucking
I
off
love
right
him.
now.
That's fucking right, dude.
But I will say that Blastoise is a good boy. He's a very good boy. I like him a lot.
Thank you.
I like the whole
Fucking
Squirtle line.
Charizard.
Blastoise with the guns is very nice. I like his design, and you know what? We should all really just like come together about and these trying times is that Charizard sucks dick. Okay,
Charizard overrated as fuck. Fuck him.
fuck Charizard.
Exactly.
What did Charizard have going for him? Oh, I have a Pokemon card that's all shiny, has 200 HP, is worth a fuckload of money. Fuck you. No one plays the game. No one plays the Pokemon card game.
I'm the first dragon. No, you're not. You're not even fucking dragon type. You fucking loser.
Yeah.
I
You're like
like
5
Charizard.
foot tall, you short ass
But
midget bitch.
I learned dragon breath. It doesn't fucking matter. So does Gyarados.
Chipper, just lie. Chipper, lie.
Charmeleon has
Oh, I
the weakest
like
middle
him.
form too.
Charmeleon's cool.
Charmeleon's lame as hell.
Oh my god.
All Charmeleon is okay.
He's a
Here's the thing.
chameleon.
Here's the thing. Charmeleon is just Charmander, but he has a little bump on his head and a little attitude in the eyes.
He's
That's all he
cool.
is.
A little
That's the
attitude
only
in
difference.
the eyes.
That's the only difference.
His sprite gave me nightmares in the first gen.
That's
More
a
like
good point.
Sprite mares.
What? What just happened?
That was me
A good
laughing.
joke just happened, Scott.
Oh. I was worried that Chipper had a stroke or something. All I heard was, ah.
That's how I laugh, Kyle. Are you making fun of my laugh?
Yes.
Oh.
Anyways,
This would
that's
be the
my
worst
number 3.
possible. I was gonna say this
Nice.
would be the worst possible time to have a stroke because, like, for the sake of comedy and making good entertainment, we would have to just keep rolling and making fun of him for having a stroke the whole time and not help him. He'd probably die.
Oh yeah.
It's
no,
okay.
But it'd be really funny up until that point.
Yeah.
Not to me.
Well.
You'd be unconscious.
But I do
probably.
it for the comedy, you know.
Yeah.
As long as it's making everybody else laugh.
And that's why Venusaur is my number 3.
Don't bring it home there in the end.
Yeah, I got it.
There are a lot of hurdles, but you made it.
I did it. Woo! Really made it happen. Don't shit on Venusaur. That's the moral of the story.
I already have,
It's okay.
so this is awkward.
I don't forgive you.
Okay.
You're wrong, Tyler.
Nice.
Chipper, what's your number 3?
My number 3 has been spoken about by the guardians and the gods so much that it is Chimchar.
Hell yeah.
Aww.
Yay!
So we're not going to talk too much about him. The reason I picked him is because my papa calls all of his grandchildren monkey butts. So I picked him as my starter for Sinnoh region.
That's cool.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I feel like we all had more like sentimental reasons for picking Infernape on our lists than anything, where he's also really badass.
But yeah, that's my number 3?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3. I also like that he's shooting out like butt farts the whole time as Chimchar.
I mean, that's cool too, yeah.
Hell yeah.
How does he poop?
It comes out as hot ember coals, and just it really hurts him for sure. There's no way it doesn't.
We're asking the hard-hitting questions on this podcast today.
Like, when he sits down, like, does the fire stay?
Well, because it's right above his butt, so he doesn't sit down right on the fire.
I guess you could just not ever have him sit down. Like, if you had one in real life, he tries sitting down, just, hey! No!
You just yell at it.
You keep standing. You use those knees. God gave you knees. You're gonna use them. You're not sitting down in my house.
Holy
Well, that's how he got so swole.
Or like
never
anytime he
stood
tries
right
sitting down, you just like you get your Blastoise out and just shoot him with the fucking
there. Oh my
rocket.
god.
Damn it!
Kill
Just
him.
hydro pump his ass into non-existence.
Jesus.
Back in the Pokeball. Don't burn my wicker chair.
Oh my god. Why do you have so many wicker chairs?
Because the Chimchar keeps burning them all.
Keeps burning. You gotta keep buying more wicker furniture. I'm not made of money. I only have so much wicker.
My wicker chair store, no!
God damn it, Chimchar.
Dude, I'm looking at Chimchar and he has big ear holes, so he could really fit a lot of dicks.
What?
No!
Chimchar, quit ear fucking my other Pokemon. We've talked about this. You're burning my wicker. You're sucking too much dick.
No, Empoleon is for your bigger brother, Infernape. No!
Oh my god, bro. I can't. You have all 3 of the starters like first form. And like out the gate, you leave them alone, you turn around. And the Chimchar is just sucking the Piplup's dick on top of the Turtwig. Like, this might turn into a bit of a problem if this goes unchecked.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
I picked the bottom Pokemon.
This is the worst thing that's ever been posted on the internet.
Why is this
Oh,
the bit?
God.
Why is Pokemon sucking
No.
each other's dicks?
Have you ever seen Pokemon hentai?
Why did this bit come back around is the real question.
How
Every
did
time
this
we
happen?
Stare at him.
It's not gonna.
No,
It's gonna come
move
back
on!
again.
God, please!
Oh, his dick. His ears are perfect dick holes.
We gotta move. I can't do this bit anymore.
Tyler,
I can't do it.
This is your fault,
I
Tyler.
can't.
Please.
It's my fault for starting it. It's your fault for bringing it back. I'm gonna do
Alright.
my number 3 because I want to talk about it now.
Okay.
It's my turn, and I want to do it. And it's Chespin.
Alright.
My number 3 is Chespin.
Nice. He's
Mainly Quilladin though. Like Chespin's nice.
Okay.
The third form is nice, but mainly Quilladin though. Mainly just Quilladin is my number 3.
This is why your opinion doesn't matter.
This is why you don't have friends, Chipper.
Excuse me. My mom is my best friend.
Nice.
Yeah, I know.
You're her special boy. But you know who my special boy is? Quilladin.
No, wow, nice segue.
I know. It's my
What?
special talent.
Wow. Wow.
Quilladin. If you don't know what Quilladin looks like, fucking Google a picture of him. He's a happy little thick boy. He's round and he knows it, and he's gonna show it. He's got a little cone-ass nose. He's so happy. Never in all my days have I seen a Pokemon so happy to just exist and be alive. He's got that little tuft of hair, a little rascal. Tuck that shit back under your helmet. He's such a goof, you know? Like
He definitely seems like the second happiest Pokemon for starters.
he's just a big old ball of fun, and I love him. And he's a killing machine. I left just fields full of dead birds in his wake.
He was
birds?
a grass
Wait,
type.
what?
What the fuck do you mean
Yeah.
birds?
That's how hard he went. He fucked the birds.
No.
Oh, God.
No,
Types
do
meant
not
nothing.
use that terminology. We
Fucked the
cannot
birds.
circle back. We cannot circle back.
Did nobody stop you from doing that?
Please.
No, he was too strong. He was far too strong. No one survived. He killed everyone, and he had a smile on his face while he was doing it.
He's a sweet boy.
I showed the entire Pokemon world the true meaning of fear when my smiley ass Quilladin popped out of the ball, stared at them with his soulless eyes and that hollow smile, and just drove razor sharp leaves into the back of their head and left them to die in the field.
Dude, nice.
You know, they faint, quote unquote, but like no one's there to give them potions. They're dead. They're gonna die.
Oh my
They're
God,
gonna
I never
bleed out
thought
and die.
about that. They're just dead.
They're
Yeah,
rotting.
Like you can take yours back to the Pokemon Center. They're wild. They don't have owners.
Oh my
They're
God.
gonna die.
They're dead now.
They're just
Yeah.
left there to die, yeah.
Fertilizer.
I mean, I know. On a more serious note, X and Y is like probably my second favorite Pokemon game.
Oh, damn.
And
Alright.
yeah, Chespin was like, I was automatically drawn to Chespin like when the first forms were shown off. I thought like the other two were like okay, but Chespin, he was my boy. I was like, you're on another wavelength. You're gonna turn into something cool. I believe it. You're a little squirrel in a dinosaur costume, and that's awesome. I don't know what you're supposed to be, and that's cool. And then his evolutions were rad as hell. And he had the spike shield thing that we already talked about. We've already kind of discussed Chespin already. There's not much else to say other than he's my boy and I love him. So
Hell yeah.
yeah,
That means Nico, starting out our number twos.
Oh, God.
You were
Bulbasaur.
excited about that, or scared, or what was that emotion?
I mean, a little bit of, yeah.
thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah. It's Bulbasaur, baby, Venusaur.
Yes. Woo.
Kyle already talked about him a good bit. I'm kind of surprised that all of our starters have wound up overlapping at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bulbasaur. Whenever I was a kid, and Fire Red and Leaf Green were like actually my first games. I know I said Emerald and Sapphire were some of them, but Fire Red and Leaf Green were 100% the first games I ever got on my GBA. And I just remember like I had watched the anime for a while, so I was like, oh, I can't pick. I can't pick. Ash didn't have to pick. Why should I have to pick?
Big mood.
And I don't remember which one I chose. I think I had Leaf Green, so I chose Bulbasaur because I was like, well, I have to. So the cartridge. Ugh.
That's the rule. That's definitely the
Yeah.
rule.
Yeah, which is why I then chose Charmander when I picked Fire Red.
Wow.
Nice.
But yeah, I always loved Bulbasaur just because he's this ugly little like pug ass. Like he's super ugly, but there's just something about him you gotta love. And if you look at him from the anime, like out of Squirtle, who was like trying to be like the bad boy, like he was in like the Squirtle squad and the and Charmander and Charizard were just assholes. And Bulbasaur was always like he wanted to protect people and he was trying to help. And then he evolves into Venusaur and he'll fuck your fucking shit up, dude. Like I like hit him with the poison powder, hit him with the leech seed, hit him with the Giga Drain. Their life is yours.
Hell yeah.
Like that's not a metaphor. Like you take their fucking life essence out of their
Consume their
vessel.
essence.
You just suck like a fucking mosquito, but instead of blood, it is straight up years of your life gone.
That's dark.
That's what
Yeah.
Giga Drain is, so I mean,
Yeah, it's what it is.
You're not wrong.
and I love him. I want to hug him, and I don't know how I'd hug him because he's this big ass fucking ugly ass frog motherfucker. But I want to hug him.
Ugly ass.
He's pretty fucking ugly.
Yeah, he's pretty gross looking.
But he's like a pug.
Yeah.
He's ugly enough that I love him. He's cute.
Hell yeah.
His aesthetic displeases me.
I think that's the thing that really sets me off about Venusaur is that like he doesn't look attractive at all, but like also I think he's really interesting. Like whether it be a combination of like his typing, his moves, and like the anime altogether, he still interests me more than the other two, I guess, which is why I think I ended up liking him. I think maybe that's just a marketing thing for them that it was just like, oh, he's cooler. Maybe it's also because I didn't want to be like everyone else and like Charmander. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because that's literally everyone's favorite. Why else would he be in Sword and Shield and no other starters?
That
Yeah,
pisses
that's
me off.
bullshit.
Why did he get a Gigantamax form?
I want Venusaur to get a Gigantamax.
I bet you would look cool.
He probably would. He'd look
I
like
bet.
basically what Gigantamax Snorlax looks like, so.
I bet Blastoise's Gigantamax would be rad as hell.
He'd have so many guns.
It's just a tank.
He'd have so much room for. He would just
His
become
Mega
one
Evolution
big
had
gun.
one gun, Gigantamax 5.
He literally just turns into like a giant handgun with like a little turtle head on it.
What if he
That's
turned into like
all
a...
it is.
He could turn into like a trebuchet?
No, he
What?
doesn't. He doesn't get any bigger. No, he doesn't get any bigger. It's just a revolver that shoots him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Or like he stays the same size. The guns just get really big.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. He's just like, my pack.
And then you like
please.
zoom down to him, and he's holding a minigun too.
He becomes
There's
the
so much
Terminator.
potential for Gigamax Blastoise. They need to make it happen.
Please, make it happen, Game Freak, Nintendo,
Yeah.
all of them.
We're doing your jobs for you.
You're welcome.
And in the next game, make them suck each other's dicks.
No!
please.
Yes.
God, no.
Oh,
Make
please.
make the Torterra fields from the Pokemon Detective movie, and but just have tons of people fucking in the woods,
Yeah.
oh.
and then the Torterras
Damn.
wake up, and then everyone falls to their deaths.
End of movie. Roll the credits. Martin Scorsese.
That's the
will
whole
love it.
movie. That's the entire movie.
Hell yeah. Damn. We're down to
You
number
salty
two.
bitch.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know,
he is.
this one's really hard for me. I have a very strong both like personal connection to both of these Pokemon, and I just like both of them are like I think they look really cool despite what anyone else says. Fuck everyone else. Much similar to the Venusaur situation. I think no one really likes the designs of these two, but I'm gonna go with Sceptile as my number 2.
I knew he was gonna be here. I knew you were gonna pick him for something.
Yeah, it's very close though. He could so easily be my number 1, but get a Trico. He's a good boy. I think all the Hoenn starters are really like risky designs. I would say, except for Torchic, it's just a fucking chick. But
Yeah.
I really liked where Trico's went. I think Grovyle looked like a fucking badass. Sceptile definitely confused me at first with the whole tree on his fucking tail thing. It makes like I get it and I get the idea. And nah. I think it could have been done a little differently. Maybe could have been a little
Yeah.
better. It's
The fucking
fine.
Christmas tree for his Mega Evolution.
I don't like the fact that he's got those balls on his back. It makes me uncomfortable.
Jeez, bitch.
And and that little smirk, like he knows something. Like he's like, I got these balls. You want to?
Yeah, it's like these are my testicles.
Like,
you
he
know
knows
and I know
something
it.
that you don't, and it makes me uncomfortable. That's why I don't like Sceptile.
You know what
Yes,
he
you know
knows?
these
He knows he's
balls
gonna
on my
kick the
back.
shit out of Nico's Mudkip every single
Suck my
time.
fucking ass, Kyle.
He knows he's gonna win. He knows he's the major threat. Well, yeah, no, Sceptile. Yeah, he's really cool. I think his design's really cool. He's a badass in the anime. I don't know. I guess when I looked at the three of them, Trico just jumped out to me the most for some reason. Could never tell you why. But then I was like, man, you know what type I really like? It be them dragon types. Oh boy, if only Trico was a dragon type, that'd be really neat. Kerploof, Mega Evolutions happened. He's a dragon type now. And I was like, fuck yes. I really like Mega Sceptile. He's a good boy. His stats get incredible. He gets a lot of dragon type moves. He's a good boy. I think that for the most part, he's so much nostalgia, and I ended up really liking his design. His first Pokemon game I ever played. Yeah, I think he's just a good boy. Very good boy.
He's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I personally think he's the weakest of the 3 stars from that gen, but I see the appeal. I won't say that you're wrong for picking him.
I will say that it's a very hard. I think all 3 of them are very cool.
Yeah, I agree.
It's definitely like a personal preference thing because I personally think Swampert's the weakest of the 3, but
Hey!
I mean,
I think Blaziken is. I fucking hate him.
Yeah,
I think they're all good. So.
Blaziken's
I think-
alright, but
think Sceptile's
over
good
time, Blaziken grew off of me. Yeah.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I like something about the progression of like, it's a chick, it's a chicken. What the fuck is that?
It's a fucking man. What
Well,
the
actually,
hell?
if you want to get technical about it, he
Behold
went
a
from
man.
chick. He went from a
Like-
chick to
A penis.
a cock and balls
Penis.
with a beak.
Yeah, kind of a chicken.
And it's literally the shape of a cock
It's a
and balls. And
penis.
once you see it, you can't unsee it. Combusting
Uh-huh.
gum.
Of course, yeah.
He's even come buskin, dude.
Yeah, I'm
Come
saying
on.
it's like it's super on the nose. It makes me uncomfortable.
Buskin,
But no, I
buskin,
always thought
buskin.
Blaziken was cool. Like he's definitely not really a chicken or a karate man. He's just kind of a weird monstrosity, but he's a cool monstrosity.
But he came from a chicken. What the fuck is he supposed to be?
He's a kicking chicken. He's a chicken with legs.
Ugh. Blaze
It's
kick was
actually
always
based
cool,
off of
but
some kind of chicken, and it looks ugly.
that chicken's fucking stupid.
Damn. Really roasting him.
Oh, because he's fire type.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll keep you around, Kyle.
Oh my god! I just looked up what. Oh my god! I hate this chicken. Oh my god!
Oh,
Wait,
is
it's not a
he's
chicken.
based off of?
It's not a chicken. What the fuck is this thing?
I need to. What is it called? I want to look it up.
I don't
We
know
need-
what it's
we need
called.
to know.
Hold on. It's. What the fuck are you?
It's a Shamo chicken.
yeah,
It's ugly as
Shamo.
fuck.
What the? It looks like a man. It literally looks like a dude standing on. What the fuck? Shamo.
Oh
Shamo.
God.
Let me.
What the hell?
Why is he so long?
Why is he so jacked? Look at his chest.
It's like someone took a chicken and was like, let's just stretch this boy right out.
It's like
that's
lava.
what this chicken is.
It's like G-Max Meowth.
Pretty much.
Oh God.
Like it's not even. I don't know what I was expecting. It's just a long ass, tall ass, lanky
What
ass
the hell?
chicken.
What the hell? I hate it.
It looks
so
like a bad
much.
Photoshop job.
It really does. Oh my god, that's one of the things that God was like on LSD when he.
It looks like someone just like picked up a chicken, but like its feet were stapled to the ground, and they accidentally just kind of like, and then it like, oh god, and then they like left it there and it
God
reproduced.
damn it.
Yeah, it just lived.
This is horrifying. It also
Oh
doesn't
my
look anything
God.
like Blaziken still, so I
No.
don't really.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Blaziken
Other
looked
than
like
the fact that it's a long chicken.
that would make me uncomfortable.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Anyway.
One of those. Fuck.
So that's my number 2. It's Satile. Not the Shamo chicken.
not Blaziken, which we went
Not
on the rant
long
about.
chicken.
So at
Rad.
Chipper,
That's me.
I think we're to your number 2, buddy.
I think
Mhm.
so, yeah. And I should have gone with Nico, but I had other reasons to pick Bulbasaur.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
I hate the fact that you all have him on your list.
Wait,
He's
what?
amazing.
He's really good.
He's the best.
Statistically, he is amazing. I had a Venusaur, and he wrecked shit.
He just wrecks everything. He's the
I-
best.
My Bulbasaur that I hatched out of an egg was born with Leaf Storm.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my
So
god.
he was a fucking tank from the start.
Holy
but continue,
shit.
Chipper. Why did you pick him?
I picked him because as a little kid, this was the very first game I ever played, and I went with Bulbasaur, and I nurtured him and loved him like he was my own pet. But anyways, just wrecking shop for the first like 3 gyms, and then at that point, after you've leveled him up so much, you can just take him through any gym and just tank it the whole way, even the fire gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, put him to sleep and leech seed him.
Yeah, he was just a fucking powerhouse. Plus, as a kid, holy fucking shit, when you evolve Bulbasaur to Ivysaur, you're like, holy crap, what is he gonna turn into next? And then it's Venusaur, and you're like, not what I was expecting, but still cool.
Yeah.
My expectations were subverted.
Yes, they were. I was like, whoa, how can he get cooler? I was like, oh, he can't. He,
You peaked in high school.
yeah. But Ivysaur is definitely the coolest second evolution in that entire game.
Hell yeah.
I like Wartortle better, but that's just me. I know no one else agrees with that, but
Yeah, fuck
I
you.
just don't get his fucking old man hair. Like, what's
what do you
with
mean
that?
old man? They're fucking ears. It doesn't wrap around his head like a goddamn cul-de-sac, Chipper.
Well, it looks like he has a fucking, what did that balding old man look? I was like, why?
No, he has
did do
ears.
that?
He has just big like wing ears and a floofy
Yeah.
tail.
And none of the
Little-
other
little
versions
fangs.
have.
It's cool.
And none of his other evolutions have fucking
None of
ears.
his other
Turtles
evolutions
don't
have
get ears.
guns either, Chipper.
Yeah, but exactly, it's weird. Yeah, so that's my number 2.
Hell yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's a good boy. Glad he got so much representation. I really didn't think
Oh.
he would.
You really did.
Plus,
I'm glad.
let's talk about the Venusaur in the anime where he just goes Venusaur.
Hell yeah.
Wow, you really painted a picture there. You took me back.
Yeah.
And then
I was there.
and what are the Bulbasaurs reacting? They go Bulbasaur.
That is how Pokemon talk.
Yeah,
That's actually
shit
pretty
was
accurate. That voice is actually kind of close.
Yeah, was that Kyle or Nico?
Nico.
Oh my god. Were you the actual
you
voice
voice-
actor?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but that shit was intense watching it as a kid. Like, oh, what's gonna happen? They're collecting all this shit and they're making God Venusaur angry.
It was a cult.
It really was.
Absolutely was.
It really was.
Anyways,
Tyler.
Tyler, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Cyndaquil.
Whoa.
Nice.
Well, mainly Typhlosion.
Nice.
But like,
Nice, my dude.
yeah. So main reason being that so like Jen, well here's the thing. I never actually owned my own copy of a Pokemon game until Soul Silver. Not by my own choice, just out of circumstance. I had no money because I was a kid. And I had to experience all of my Pokemon games up until this point by playing friends' copies on friends' Game Boys. And that is how I played all of my Pokemon games up until that point. But the first one I ever actually owned a physical copy of, and I got to play for as long as I wanted, was Soul Silver. And I picked Typhlosion, and he was my man. And we bonded so hardcore. I never swapped him out of my team ever. For like the 300 hours I sunk into that game, he was always there. And he was just super, super rad. I love his design. He's just like a big, beefy, angry badger with a fired neck. Like, it's
Is he a
cool,
badger?
man.
Yeah, he's
What?
a badger.
He's a badger?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Huh.
What else would he be?
Why the hell did he go
A
from
tall
like
cat? I don't know.
he
long
went from a
dog.
porcupine to a badger?
I think Typhlosion looks pretty sick. I just really
I
like
Typhlosion.
the moment they started showing that they're like the hair, or I guess like the fire was like something they could like retract and everything. I was like, oh, the design got weird to me. Like,
He does look. I will say
Cyndaquil's
he
an
does look
echidna.
weirder when he doesn't have the fire, because then
Hey.
he's just kind of a long bear at that point, you know.
I
Yeah,
was not that far off. Cyndaquil is an echidna.
Oh, is he?
Ah, he's an echidna. He doesn't look anything like Knuckles. What the fuck?
Oh my god, guys, wait. Cyndaquil has a four-headed penis.
Oh
Oh,
my
that's
god,
true.
dude! Infernape would have so much fun.
damn it! God damn
You'd
it!
need two Infernapes for that.
How many Cyndaquils could you fit on top of the
Torterra?
Torterra? So many more than in Empoleon.
Oh.
This is the true matchup.
And I'm worried that
This is-
how
How many four-headed Cyndaquil penises could you fit on top of a Torterra?
This is my hill.
No. This is why math teachers have jobs, to come up with scenarios like this.
No.
that ever
I'm
shows
using
up?
math in real life now.
No.
There you
If only I
go.
remembered the formulas. I could figure this out.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Anyway, I really like Typhlosion. He's badass and he's cool.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's really the main reason I like him is just because of how much I bonded with him
Yeah.
playing that game, and I think of the three starters, like for Alligator's okay, but I think he's like the coolest option in that gen, in my opinion. His shiny is cool. He's red. I have one. He's
Nice.
cool.
Way to
I don't think I've
flex.
ever seen a shiny.
Yeah,
Me
he's
neither,
red instead of
actually.
green.
I like that.
Yeah, pretty dope.
Cool.
I don't really. I mean, we've talked about him a lot already. I don't really have too much else to say. I like him. He's my boy,
Nice.
but not my one true boy, because that's my number one, obviously, and we're gonna
damn.
get to that.
Yeah.
And I bet you can't guess what he is.
I can't.
I bet you it's dumb.
It's Blastoise again. Surprise.
Yeah, joke's on you. It's Blastoise 2.0.
Nice.
Anyway, we're on to number ones, and Nico, what's your number
Hi.
one?
My name is Nico. You
Sure
may
is,
know
pal. What's
me
your number one?
from the rest of this podcast.
What?
It's Turtwig.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You've been underneath all the dick sucking this entire time.
It's all been leading up to this. It comes full circle in the end.
Damn.
Oh yes.
No! Okay. So, like, Pokemon Pearl, Diamond and Pearl came out, like, I was in fourth grade, third grade, something like that. I was still in grade school. And that was around the time that I could, like, actually start caring about stuff that I did. You know what I mean? Like, up until then, it was all, like, this is how I'm developing. And then you get to middle school and, like, you start feeling like you have choices. And I was like, ooh, there's a Pokemon. I'm describing things really great right now. But, so, Turtwig was my favorite design of the three. He felt kind of like a good like midpoint between Chimchar and Piplup because like Chimchar had really like severe features, like he was very specific and like I don't want to say intricate, but like he had a lot going on for him, I think. And Piplup was just kind of like a blob. He was a penguin, and Turtwig was this in between. He was turtle. Yeah.
Everyone knows a turtle is the exact midpoint between a penguin and a monkey.
Between a monkey and a penguin.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like I love that he had big round cheeks. Like I love that he had the little plant, like the little seedling planted in his back, and like he didn't have toes, he just had little stubs. I loved his design. And he evolved into Grotle, and he evolved into Torterra, and I...
Think about that
I love
little
for
one.
Grotle, or just
Yeah.
breezing past that.
Nope. Torterra was real interesting to me because, like, he's not the edgy one of the three, but, like, because of, like, the spikes coming out of the side of him and, like, the huge black ring around his eyes, like, he still kind of looked edgy, and he was just this huge, like, massive piece of land. And, like, getting into how he battled, like, he was slow as shit. Let's just get that out of the way to start.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he's a huge, massive piece of land.
But he didn't need to be fast. Because he was the tankiest motherfucker I remember ever in the history. I'm tired. But he was a tanky little motherfucker. And his specific typing, his grass ground typing, he had an advantage over both of the other starters. Like, he could whip Empoleon's ass in the beginning. But even, like, Infernape. Like, you could teach him a ground type move, and Infernape was just done. Like, Infernape, if he couldn't kill you with that first shot, and with how tanky Torterra was, he probably wasn't gonna. If he couldn't kill you in that first shot, he was done. Torterra was just
True.
the god of those 3 starters. Like,
Mm.
Infernape's design, admittedly, was a little bit better. He was a lot faster. He hit harder. And Empoleon was interesting, and I liked that he was a water steel type. But something about Torterra just always you can imagine like yourself like riding around on him, like really slowly, just walking around, like having a fuck off. Yeah, like having a picnic on his back under that nice tree. No,
God damn it.
I love him. I don't want to put my feet in him. It hurt.
You
It's
just like
earthy,
permanently
dude.
ruined all 3 of the Gen 4 starters
Yeah.
forever.
Sinnoh is dead to me.
They're all just
No.
super edgelords who fuck all the time.
That makes them the best ones, though.
Empoleon does not want to be there. Torterra doesn't even know what's happening, and Infernape is molesting Empoleon.
Infernape used close combat. It was super effective.
God damn it.
Empoleon used Safeguard, but nothing happens.
God damn it.
Yeah, Torterra. He's my good boy, and that was the first generation that they introduced the moves like Frenzy Plant and I don't remember what the water and fire moves were. What were they?
Flare Blitz.
Was Flare
No.
Blitz the one? Oh, that's
pretty sure.
kind of lame.
Flare Blitz wasn't it?
It wasn't Flare Blitz?
No, because Frenzy Plant is the move that only the grass type starter could learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they each had a one-hit KO move or whatever. Their ultimate move. Was it?
It wasn't-
Lava Plum? Or
Oh, it might have been Lava Plume.
No, because Lava Plume only does
No.
like 70 damage or something.
Hold on.
Kyle, you're the stat boy. Just
It's-
do
I
you
mean-
have it on your stat sheet?
Yes, I do, and it's Flare Blitz, and I think it then became more Pokemon's moves, because like then Venusaur learned Frenzy Plant too. I think that's just the first time they introduced those moves.
You're probably right.
I don't think so because it's Frenzy Plant is still specifically. I'm looking at the page about it right now. Frenzy Plant is specifically only fully evolved grass type starters can learn this move.
Yeah.
And
then there's
Flare
one
Blitz,
where
Flare Blitz can be
Fire
learned Flare Blitz can be learned by Pokemon that are not starter types.
Oh, you mean a move tutor attack? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like it's Blast Burn. Ha ha ha.
Blast
Burn, yeah.
Okay.
What was the water
And-
one?
The water one was
one was, I
Hydro
think.
Cannon. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
thinking
that
you
was
were just
the-
referring to like the final move that they used, like that they learned.
Oh, no. But that was like the first generation that they introduced those moves, and I just remember
Yeah.
like seeing Frenzy Plant and going, "Holy shit!" And like my
Yeah,
my
those moves
Torterra
are
was my
pretty sick.
baby. I loved him. He weighed so much.
He's a thick boy.
Especially with all those Empoleons in it.
God
Stop.
damn it.
No, no.
Well, guess what? The joke keeps coming back because my number one's Empoleon, baby. Let's
Is it
go.
actually?
Yes,
Wait,
it
really?
is.
It sucked.
Oh
Did you have
shit!
Did you have 2 Sinnoh starters on this list?
Yes.
I respect that. The
So
Sinnoh
did I.
starters are the best.
And Torterra
Alright.
is
Best
really
design.
good too. He was very much in contention.
All right.
Hell, yes, I did. Freaking Empoleon is a dope motherfucker. I will, Nico, let you know that Empoleon's speed stat is only 4 or 6 above Torterra's. So yeah,
That's
That explains a
shocking
lot,
to me.
actually. I always thought he was supposed to be fast, and he never was, and it always.
yeah, no, he's not that fast. It's very disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Pretty
kind of makes sense though if he's like steel type. He's got like an axe blade on his crotch. Like, I guess it would make sense he'd be kind of slow.
Yeah, but he's also a penguin.
Yeah, I always thought because he was a
Yeah.
penguin, he
I don't
was
know.
like, I'm a slippy slidey motherfucker. I'm a lube.
He's got those
I'm
stubby
going
legs too. Like, if
I'm
he's not
going
slip
to-
sliding around on the ice, then
Oh,
I mean,
I'm going to lube up my blades, and I'm going to slip along the concrete and go straight up your ass.
yeah, and I'm the phallic one. Okay.
But the whole the way Empoleon usually sets up is that it lowers the other opponent's stat a ton and raises its own attack because its attack stats are pretty beefy as shit. The specifically special attack has the Empoleon's special attack is the highest number of a stat for any of the 3 Sinnoh starters. Like if you look at the highest stat of any of them, Empoleon's is 111 for its special attack, closest being 104 for Infernape's special attack. So, but yeah, it basically is just like, let me boost the shit out of my smacking abilities and make you really slow, so I'm faster than you then. And then, yeah.
Hold on. Did you just say Infernape's special attack is higher than... Is Infernape's special attack higher than its attack?
No, they're both 104.
Oh, wait. That's really weird to me.
Yeah, they're both 104. Pretty
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. I
Where'd it
figured it'd be
go? Yeah.
lower.
Attack and special attack are 104.
I really would have expected attack to be a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't utilizing my Infernape to his full potential.
Yeah, you big goon. But yeah,
Suck
Empoleon's
my
super
ass.
cool. I think, first of all, Empoleon is based off of fucking Poseidon. Eat the ocean, motherfucker. Okay? I held it back earlier when you guys were talking. I was like, I'm not going to say it.
Who's
You
Poseidon?
could have totally said it though.
No, I know, but then I would be like,
Wait,
by the way.
who-
No, I was holding it, so I had
who-
something special to talk about now.
Who is Poseidon?
Yeah,
I can't believe I never put that together before. He's got the trident on his head.
yeah.
I feel like a fucking dunce.
Wow,
he's-
Poseidon
he's a-
put on some weight.
Yeah?
Anyway,
He's got abs of steel.
Yours is Torterra. Sit the fuck down.
just eat my fucking bitch ass.
Sit
He's
down
only
so I
heavy
can get my
because of that
dick sucked
Empoleon.
on it.
Oh my god, the origin makes so much sense because Poseidon fucked a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He was a Greek god. It all makes sense now. It's all coming full circle.
Yeah.
Wait, this
You know
is
the other-
relevant. This is
Yeah.
relevant and important. The Pokemon Twitter renamed itself to Ball Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh.
because there's an
And-
event going on.
Is
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, you can get like a bunch of Pokeballs right now in the game if you put in certain codes.
Yeah, you just gotta talk to ball duders. Enter the code and talk to ball duders.
It's not ball dude, it's ball guy. Show some respect, you cuck.
He's the best boy. Ball Guy.
He's terrifying and lives in my nightmares. I don't care.
Shut
about
up,
him.
he's my baby.
I wonder if ball guy would get some ass on
No!
He's fucking him for an name from behind with that fucking smile.
Yeah, well, Fernand's going to town on the Empoleon. He's just like right behind him.
He's using a quick ball as protection.
Why do we do this to like our favorites?
Can ball guy suck cock? Is it possible? Does he actually have a mouth?
We're done. We're done. The episode's over. Tyler, Tyler and Chipper don't even get to say their favorites. It's over. I'm leaving. I'm done.
It's a good thing you're done.
I'm not in the rest of the podcast.
I don't want it.
I'm done.
This is my first and last episode,
I
guys.
think we turned him on too much, guys. He's got to go.
off.
Fix it. Yeah.
He's gotta go whack one out.
Ah. What a
Holy
shame.
shit.
I guess we're gonna move on then. Chipper, what's your number 2?
He's really
number
gonna
one,
miss this.
sorry.
My number 1 is the greatest, the coolest, Mr. for Alligator.
For alligator is cool.
Sure.
I mean,
What do you mean,
of those starters, he's definitely second best because as we've established,
Meganium
Meganium sucks.
sucks.
The big one. Yeah.
Nah. For Alligator's the best.
He's
He's a-
okay.
He's a fucking kaiju, which is rad.
I
Is he
think
though?
Kyle.
I don't
wait,
think he's big enough to be considered a kaiju.
He's
I
not
think
big
Kyle's
enough, but
actually
he's
gone.
based off of kaijus.
Oh, okay.
I think Kyle's actually gone. He would have.
I think he legitimately
he-
left.
No,
He would have
Kyle,
flipped
come
shit.
back.
He would have flipped shit on us when we were talking shit on Meganium if he was still listening to this.
Oh, he's still on the call, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh,
I definitely
Keep
think
talking, Chipper. It's fine.
he
Okay.
definitely just went to take a piss or
we have to
something.
get this shit done, so just
Yeah.
keep on going.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So the reason I like him, beside him looking like a total badass, is he. Let me read you one of his Pokemon entries.
Ooh.
He first off, he just kills Pokemon. Like that's his thing.
It says that in the Pokedex. Like, this is for alligator. He just kills Pokemon.
It says he tears them up.
Oh my
Well, that
God.
doesn't necessarily mean he's killing them.
Yeah, he could just
could be a
be violently
euphemism.
maiming them.
When he, I gotta find it. It was I was like, why would they put this in? That's terrifying. It says that whenever he clenches down on his prey, he he shakes his head furiously and tears the Pokemon up.
Oh my god,
No one's
that's
gonna
really
survive
fucked
that.
up.
Holy shit.
Wait, is Kyle back?
Did you just say something about Torterra, Kyle?
What the fuck?
What? No,
We're talking about for alligator.
What? No, yeah. What?
Oh yeah, no. What?
What? No, yeah.
You're really derailing things now.
Hell yeah.
Holy
Did you have a
shit.
good? Did you have a good whack off?
Yeah. Wait. Nico.
Well, you left,
Oh.
right? You were getting too hot and bothered. You had to relieve yourself.
Yeah, I was really getting too aroused by what we were talking about, and I had to go relieve
I mean, I
myself.
know. We've all had the ball guy sucking cock fantasy. It's fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
who
Nothing to
hasn't?
be ashamed of.
I regret coming back.
But speaking of powerful jaws, though, we got to keep talking about for alligator.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. So also the amount of different types of moves he can learn because of his body shape is fucking insane. He can learn fucking ice moves. He can ice punch, which is terrifying with his attack. He can learn dark moves because of crunch. That's in the later versions though. He can learn multiple ground moves. He can learn fighting moves. What was it? He has a psychic move, but it's just agility, so it's not that cool.
Lame.
But yeah, his fucking versatility is amazing. Like out of the three, he could just like take any of them down. Like Meganium would be nothing because he'll just fucking kill him with crunch or something.
It's-
Probably have a flower
Because he
boy.
can learn. Oh yeah, because he can learn ice punch, so he can just kill it in one shot.
That's true. Yeah.
I just kind of wish you had left it at he could just kill him.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah,
Over.
it crunches down on him.
Pick him up and thrash him around in his big meaty jaws and
You'd be terrified. Like, imagine like you are a Pidgey walking around in the grass. All of a sudden, a 10-year-old boy with a kaiju shows up, and that thing just rips your flesh apart and leaves
Well,
you to die, and
yeah.
just keeps on going.
Well, now
Collect
imagine
your
this.
XP and move on.
Now imagine this. It's the real world. You're sitting in your bed, and a bipedal fucking crocodile comes in your room.
Yeah, that's fucking rad.
Florida would be so fucking scary if Pokemon were real.
It already is, so it would actually be
I
a
know,
nightmare.
You have people on basalts and for alligators just fucking punching dudes and ripping their faces off.
For alligators,
For
on
alligator
basalt.
tears off a guy's
Like,
leg, and the guy
alligator
bites
on
the
basalt
alligator
just
back.
crawls into your home while you're sleeping.
punching
At
your
the
walls
foot of your
down
bed,
in
and then he
your
just punches
baby.
you.
Mom, I found a fur alligator in the toilet again.
Is your toilet still there?
Like, you're like
my
sitting on the
brother.
toilet. Your toilet just rises up like out of the fucking floor.
They have like support groups because of all that for alligator attacks.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh my god.
They also
Also-
support groups for the fucking bees with drills who are stinging people in the woods.
Florida would be the worst place on earth. if
You wouldn't even need a
Pokemon were
bee
real.
allergy for that to be a
shit,
threat
yeah.
at that point. You get a hole drilled through your chest.
But,
You-
so
you get
yeah, alligators and crocodiles are my favorite animals as well. So like, he holds a special place in my heart because of that.
Fair.
Alright.
Yeah, he's just really fucking rad. Remember just tearing house with him and reading his Pokemon entry, be like, oh, he kills Pokemon. That's it. He just kills them.
Just
He just
kills them.
kills them.
Oh, he's a murderer.
Can I just point out that Crocodile looks like he belongs in the Flintstones?
Oh
He
yeah.
really does.
Yeah.
He's a little lackluster in the forms for sure.
I like him though. I actually really like him.
I like him. It's just boy, he's a little weird.
A little bit.
He's a little chubby. But
Yeah.
also Kyle, to talk about no personality. Did you ever watch the Johto region Pokemon?
Yes, I
With
did.
Totodile just fucking being awesome as hell, just happy.
You mean
and
being
running
loud?
around. Yeah.
That's his personality. He's just spastic.
That was really accurate.
Yeah, he was. When I
He was kind of like Donald Duck. He just kind of like had inherent like screeching noises, and then yeah, that's Totodile. Yeah,
Yeah, it's totally
And I liked
Hell
it.
yeah.
In the anime, he was cool because he'd be like acting goofy and all that, and then he would just go into straight murder mode, and you'd be like, oh fuck.
No, yeah, I do think Totodile was like really cool in the anime. I agree.
I like
Good
how for alligator, or is that the first form?
Totodile.
was the first.
Totodile. Yeah, no, I like how Totodile is just like full-sized crocodile head, no neck, child body.
Yep.
I always thought that was fun.
He's a gummy
He was
bear
adorable.
with a fucking
Pretty
alligator
much.
head.
Pretty much.
Hell yeah.
You look at this cute little alligator standing thing that's all happy, and then it turns into this monster, and you're like, oh my god, this is rad.
Oh yeah, I have a baby crocodile. Ooh, he's a little bigger, and I have Godzilla. I
pretty
have
much.
Godzilla.
Godzilla who like hits the gym, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have
Beefiest of Godzilla.
honed Godzilla.
Yeah, and if we're talking stat wise, he's pretty fucking like his speed is pretty good too for how big he is.
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah.
He makes up where Empoleon fails in speed.
Yeah.
For sure. Nice. I'm glad for Alligator got representation, because I do think
Yeah.
he is probably the best of that gen, design-wise, I would say. But just because he's a badass.
Mhm.
But yeah. Tyler, you ready to round this out, boy?
I sure am. I'll give you 10 guesses to guess who my number one is. You'll never guess. It's a mystery. Dude, you're fucking right. It's Poplio. Yeah, no, it's Mudkip. Fuck off. Yeah, no, Mud. Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
That is all.
I'm glad you're happy. Yeah, Mudkip is my number one. The first Pokemon game that I had the pleasure of playing myself and not watching my cousins play was Ruby, and I picked Mudkip. I named him Pablo, and we went on a little adventure, and it was a good time. Mudkip was adorable. He was the best first form, which is why I picked him. And then I grew to love his other forms, because admittedly, when I was a kid, I thought Blaziken was the coolest final form. But in that moment of picking them, I was like, but Mudkip is so dang cute and cool and blue. I gotta pick him. He's like, you just something about him speaking to me. I gotta go with him. And unfortunately, all of my experiences with Mudkip were short-lived until the remakes came out, because any experience I had playing Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald was all borrowing friends' copies of the games and playing it for like a couple gyms and having to give it back and delete my save file. So I had many Mudkips.
So many Pablos.
Some of them made it to Marshtomp. None of them made it to Swampert. But eventually, when Omega Ruby came out, I was finally able to live my lifelong dream of beating the game. There was so much water. IGN was not wrong. And Mudkip / Swampert is just a rad boy, and I just have a special place in my heart for him because of all the times that I met him over and over and over again. It was like that 50 First Dates movie. You know, I just kept re-experiencing the Mudkip love over and over and over again. And he just burrowed his way into my heart and never let go. And his Mega Evolution is fucking amazing. So there's also that. And we already talked about that. How Nico has a wrong opinion about that, and about how I have a correct opinion about that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you called me out like this. I really deserved it. I remember
the first time I saw Mega Swampert, and I was like, it was magical, because I go into these games blind, right? So I never know what to expect. I just know he has a Mega form. I'm like, what could it possibly be? Was I not expecting him to just be like, if Popeye ate a mountain and just hit the gym for an excessively long amount of time. His arms are just the size of like Wailords. It's insane. Like the dude is
Sword and
just
Shield.
swole as hell, and it makes me laugh so hard. And I love it so much. He's one of my favorite Mega Evolutions, and it just makes me love Swampert that much more. Yeah, and his type is good too. So
His type is really good.
we've
There's
already
Yeah,
gone
what a
over
grind.
that, though.
definitely something that made me want to use him, and that's why I used him in my second playthrough of the game.
Yeah,
He's a good,
Good
boy.
boy.
and he is admittedly kind of ugly, but
A little bit.
I grew to love him, and I like how unique his design is, because he definitely doesn't look like what he's based on, and I kind of appreciate that.
I mean,
Nice.
Marshtomp looked a little bit like an axolotl.
A little bit. A little bit.
He's just a mutated axolotl,
Pretty much, yeah.
He's a beefy axolotl.
and then very beefy axolotl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number one, and it's
Nice.
Mudkip.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
we already talked about him a lot, so that's the end.
What?
What?
Hold up. I'm a little disappointed. I thought Kyle was gonna talk about Inteleon, and I was
What?
so ready. I was so ready to beat his ass up and tell him that I think Inteleon just looks like a fucking twink James Bond ass looking little motherfucker.
God damn it.
And I was.
You like Inteleon?
I like Inteleon, yes.
Yeah, he likes Inteleon. I
Wait,
think Inteleon looks like a twink James Bond little shit.
I agree with that. Kyle, why do you like him?
I
How
think
can you back him up?
I think that he's the best personality of any of the three starters in Sword and Shield for sure.
Depressed?
What?
Inteleon's feeling himself. By that point,
Yeah,
he's got his
no.
skinny old pants, and he looks like trash, but he's into it.
He goes through a very good character change for some fucking reason. A Pokemon has better writing than most of the Pokemon games. He's a whole entire mood. He's sad and cries a lot. And then he's just like, nah, mom, it ain't a phase. And then he's just like, I'm a goddamn spy. Okay, I kick ass. His special move is literally snipe shot, where a thing comes over his eye so he can aim better, and he like water guns it, but then it fucking kills people. It's if your Super Soaker killed people. Inteleon's incredible. End of story. Thanks for watching.
Well, I guess that about does it for the Tippity Top podcast for today. We had a good time. Talked about a lot of Pokemon, a lot of dick sucking. Please send your Sinnoh Rule 34 post in the comments.
No,
Get this video
don't
flagged.
do that.
More importantly, though, tell us your personal top fives in the comments below because we would love to hear them. I hope Mudkip is on all of your lists. If you enjoyed this video for some fucking reason, please give it a like and consider subscribing to our channel, The Talks a Lot Boys, for more content like this. It's not all
not
as
like
bad
this,
as this
no
one.
way.
though.
Not all terrible.
Some
It's
of these podcasts have actually been good, and we recommend you listen to those. Please.
They can't all be the best podcast, okay?
That's going to do it for us today. We have been the Talks a Lot Boys, and we will talk a whole lot more next time. See you later.